again. My name is Mike Sharpe from Canterbury College. This short video is about the completion of your PSD portfolio, personal presentation in the workplace, number 591. The deadline for the completion of this portfolio is the 30th of April. There are two learning outcomes with this portfolio. One, no conventions for personal presentation in the workplace, and two, understand the value of first impressions. I'll go through this page by page so that I will give you some assistance when completing it. Page 3. Describe how and why you would dress in a particular manner in 3 different working environments. Now, one of these environments has to include PPE. Think about the clothes that you would wear in, for example, a supermarket, or perhaps a medical practice, or a heavy engineering practice, or something which requires a particular type of dress. You need to think about that. There are lots of examples that you can use. Going on to page 4. State 5 reasons why it's important to make a good first impression. Think about what you would look for in somebody meeting you for the first time. Correctly dressed, for example. Why is it important to dress correctly? Clean shoes, smart hair. Those who have got some hair, that is. Think about how you come across. You need to think about the five reasons. There are many more, but 5 reasons is all that's required here. And it's making a good first impression. People can make a first impression, but it may not be good. Going on to page 5. Describe at least 3 ways of creating a positive impression when meeting people for the first time. A first impression may not necessarily be positive, but you've got to give 3 ways of creating a positive impression. What sort of things would you look for if you're going to be positive? Think. Got to be professional. When you're meeting people for the first time, what do you look for? Got to be smart, professional. So think of 3 ways there. Going on to page 6. Describe at least 3 ways of creating a positive impression when speaking to people for the first time. For example, in conversation or on the telephone. What do you look for when somebody comes up to you for the first time? You've got to ask yourself, do you want to meet them for the second time? Do you trust them? Do you believe in them? Think of 3 ways of creating something positive. Be happy, for example. Going on to page 7. Describe at least 3 ways of creating a positive impression when writing to people for the first time. Remember, this portfolio is all about communicating with people, visually and of course verbally. What do you look for when somebody writes to you? Good sentences, good English, clear. What about on the telephone? If you're not clear on the telephone, mistakes can happen. Smile on the telephone, that could help. If you're happy and things, you smile, and people can pick these things up from the other end of the line. If you're aggressive, or you may not mean to be aggressive, but somebody might interpret it as being aggressive. So think about how people interpret things. That concludes the portfolio. Remember, this is all about personal presentation in the workplace. So you've got to dress smartly, speak clearly, look as if you're listening. It's important to listen to people, isn't it, and respond appropriately. You know, if somebody's talking to you, you don't want to be looking at the other end of the corridor at something else, do you? So that's what we've got to do here. Look at things, how to present yourself. Good luck with the presentation of this portfolio, the completion of the portfolio. Remember, it's got to be in by the 30th of April. I'll give you my email address again, m.sharpe@cant-col.ac.uk. Good luck